Hello, it's Monday, January 23rd, 2023. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. And today in this area, the weather is about 33 degrees, 1 degree above freezing. Feels like 27, going up to a high of 40. A little bit cloudy and overcast. So we've come through the weekend, and the stories thereof have unfolded. Again, reminds you, as I often do, the mask. If the COVID-19 positivity rate in your area is above 5%, use the mask if you're going to go out and be around people. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19 and its variants. Winter months. If you're watching the sideshow on Facebook, Instagram, talking about it on WhatsApp, you can like, comment, and share in the boxes below. If you're watching on YouTube or Google affiliate, like, comment, and subscribe. You can buy the sideshow coffee cup by paying me $15 plus shipping and handling through Cash App. So it was an interesting weekend, if nothing else. All kinds of things going on, from mass shootings, unfortunately, to certain festivities and gatherings and all the other things associated with life. So, out of the things that went on, I was going to share a few of the things that caught my interest for Monday. Pennsylvania Republicans quietly plot their revenge after 2022 wipeout. So we know the results for those November elections are in. The two-party system with an independent party also allowed creates a lot of give and take. Daughter of number 2 House Democrat arrested during a clash with Boston cops. So, you know, we see it in our entertainment media. High-profile people, children get involved in their own political statements and so forth and so on. But I think in this case, this was at the Boston Police Training Center called Cop City. And the incident had happened in the city where people were protesting in the street. And this young lady got involved. Part of it was spray painting. And because the cop got hit in the face, mouth, and nose, resulted in bleeding, then people were arrested. And amongst those arrested was the daughter of the Democrat number 2 House. Alex McDowell goes on trial in 2021 killings of wife and son. So it's been an interesting thing. Past couple of days, rappers have been rapping. People have been promising this and that and the other. But I was having a conversation and I inadvertently said, you know, I can keep a secret. And that just sent my mind off in all kinds of angles. Keep a secret? Why is it necessary to have a secret? But it seems like shortly after that, I saw another quote from somebody that said, having a secret shows integrity. So I guess just because you know something doesn't mean you have to tell it unless it's required that you share the information for reasons that are worthwhile. And that made me think about some of the things that I've seen, been through myself, you know. Thought about the Ice Cube movie Barbershop. Here you have a business owner who has a family who inherited a barbershop from his father, and he has employees. So he's involved in their lives since they work for him, work for him. He's got his home life, and he's got all the other things that go along with running a business. So that went into a 1 or 2 part movie, and no man is an island is what that brings me back to. So as much as things appear, you don't know what on any given day somebody, again, might be going through. So just asking the question, how you doing, getting, oh, I'm okay. At least you asked. And if it's required, you can get a little more deeper into it. But on any given day, people might be involved with anything. You know, it might be the birthday of a loved one that passed away. I was talking to one of my neighbors. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I got to set it up. You know, people are out here losing their lives every day, some from violence in the street, mass shooting, individual shootings, all these things that you encounter. You know, you kiss your wife, you kiss your kids, you go out the door expecting everything to be what it is. And that usually is the case. But we have a plethora, that means a lot of things going on besides the natural progression of life, whether it's old age or disease, which is a little more preparation than just suddenly finding out that that person is not here anymore. Excuse me. So, January 23rd, 2023, YouTube is full of things and clips and information about what's going on with people. Beyonce just went to Dubai and had a, if not a sold out show, a magnificent show, and had everybody there and her family. And I think it was over $300,000 a minute that she was making for that show in Dubai. So you have that. So she hasn't done a show in 5 years. So I think that kind of was a big take on things as well. But also on YouTube, I've been seeing a lot of small clips and so forth and so on about Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle. So you know, or if you don't know, about 3 years ago, Nipsey Hussle got shot and killed in Compton, which is a part of Los Angeles, outside of the Marathon store. So since then, the person that perpetrated that crime has been brought to trial and sentenced and is presently serving time. But all of us will admit that there's a healing process that has to go on with these things. So these little clips, I'm not going to mention all of them, but just the ones that kind of caught my interest, have to do with that process of healing, especially, you know, that there are children involved. Lauren had a child by Nipsey, and although it's not related to this particular conversation, also by Lil Wayne, but that was when she was in her teen years. So now she's a young woman in her 30s, looking back at this particular tragedy and assessing it and seeing how it has actually forced her to make some decisions and to grow and to see how relationships are and go. So some of the ones that caught my interest, Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle. Lauren London speaks on God, healing, and her change of habits. So this one I saw, and she has accessed what I consider to be life coaches, both men and women, have done some interviews on IRL, which is like a podcast radio program. So this shows that allows her fans to see that she has started accessing that healing process. Like I say, it's been 3 years or more since that happened. Hollywood jumped right on it because Nipsey was well known and was Grammy nominated and things of this nature. And here's another one. Nipsey Hussle gets asked 30 questions, Lauren London. That was interesting. Some of them were personal, some of them were just attitude checks and things of that nature. Here's another one. Lauren London speaks on Nipsey Hussle's energy being connected to new LA Love Story Puma collection. Nipsey Hussle had promoted his own brand, and marathon continues. It's a marathon which was part of his philosophy. Now, Lauren has a contract with Puma for a clothing line along with the shoes, which you know. And this kind of expands on that. And then this one, this is why Nipsey Hussle loved Lauren. Small comment. Some of these are 30 minutes or more, especially interviews, and some are less, even down to a minute. And then this one, Lauren London reacts to Nipsey Hussle passing. I did not anticipate this one to be like it was. It was very quiet and just a lot of facial expressions, children jumping in, making comments, and mommy, we're going to do this, mommy, we're going to do that. So that's a short one, but not what I expected. And just in case you're wondering who I'm talking about, ATL, Lauren London, T.I., all of that. I think that was one of the first movies that she came out with. TV show The Game. Most recently, Without Remorse with Michael. So all of this kind of adds up to a career, you know, that we can continue to admire, really, I would say. But it's a profound look at somebody's adjustments to wanting to be the be all of it, part of it.